came for the moonlit smoke, for the ghost in the brass and bone, for the shimmer in the dark, where the unknown walks alone. Don't poison the room with hate, don't dress up lies as truth. People crack like glass when you just make this about you. We don't need your stage play grin, we don't need your borrowed pain. If you wanna spin that wheel, step away from the chain. The earth goes round the sun, not around your little fire. We came to name the wonder, not feed your hungry liar. If you want a war, then there's the door. Read between the lines, the pages that actually speak the truth. Original words and simple proof. Spirit hands on a cracked glass pane, cold light on the attic floor. Not every shadow is a threat, not every door is a war. You say you care for the crowd, but you feed them pretty noise. Pretend all day if you want, we can hear the hollow joy. We want the beauty in the strange, the hush before the sign. We want the pulse in the fog, not your cheap parade of lies. The earth goes round the sun, not around your little fire. We came to name the wonder, not feed your hungry liar. If you want a war, then there's the door. Read between the lines, the pages that actually speak the truth. Original words and simple proof. Walk away if you came to chew, if drama's all you sell. We are made of fragile parts and this world knows us well. But give us the unexplained, the silver on the pane. Give us truth with a little grace, let the ghosts remain. Talk about the wonders, talk about the strange, the world of ghosts and specters, not cries and calling names. That is never pretty, it isn't what we do or say. You need to understand that and change your whining ways. The door, read between the lines, the pages that actually speak the truth. Original words and simple proof.
Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Before I go through the participants, thank you so much, Girly Twirly. That really helps. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I didn't want to leave it too long before I got to it, because you know what I'm like. So, here we go.
You rock! Cheers to you. Woohoo! Let's dance! You are amazing! Keep rocking!
So, Yeah, I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. All right. I'm here. That's the main thing. I'm here. So let's see. Thank you again. Thank you so much. I can't even get to the top of the chat. What you lot been doing? Let's start it. Let's start with Pinky. Hey, Pinky. How you doing, sweetie? Deb in the house. Hello, Annie. If you've seen my post on either Facebook or YouTube community post, once again, I'm on the warpath with the ITC channel, so I'm going to do something about it. I'll go through that shortly as to what I'm planning to do about the ITC channels in general. If Elaine's in, Elaine, can you? I'll especially need it sharing out on Thursday, but can we keep sharing out the petition for the Australian petition for missing persons being made money out of? Thank you. That'd be awesome. Caroline, hey. Pam's in the house. How you doing? Lovely Lycan, how are you today? There's rain clouds taunting me. It's bright here, but it's cool. It's lovely. Enjoyed my induction day. Oh, was that today or was it yesterday? I did see the post. Pleased you had a good induction day. I remember mine for uni was, I nearly walked out. I nearly didn't bother doing the degree. It was chaos. But it shouldn't have been chaos, by the way. Induction days. I used to have to do the induction when I worked for the college, and the main point of an induction day is to get people excited about doing the course. So I'm pleased you had a good time and you're looking forward to everything. Yeah, I hope Debs gets some rain as well, because I think she's probably suffered more than most of us. We've been okay. We haven't been too bad. Officially a student now. Woo! I miss being a student, actually. If I had the funds, I'd be doing open university stuff and everything. The only trouble is, having taught for so long, I'd probably be a bit of a pain. I've just seen Mason. Mason's in trouble. But I'll get to that in a minute. Took me a while, but Mason's in trouble. I can see people saying hello to Sage Rat. I can't see Sage Rat. So hello, Sage Rat. Oh, there you go, darling. Hey, sweetie. Elaine. It's like in the wet wipes. I did a big lick already. Awesome. The mods can decide who's cleaning. Oh, lovely Holly's in the house. How you doing? Hey, Roger. Good to see you. First time in weeks having pretty sun. Oh, it's been smoky for you, hasn't it? Yeah, not getting much see for a while. And Sage Rat likes the sunrises, which I think is very, very healthy. I have a secret location. I mean, the sun sets in front of our house, but you see most of it. But I have a secret location overlooking the Cheviots, and the sun sets behind the Cheviots here. I used to spend hours up there. I'll be back up there as soon as got a car. Hey, girly twirly, and thank you again. Again, that really helps. So thank you for the gifteds. If you got a gifted and you're in the chat room, I did notice 1 or 2 names in it. Please show girly twirly some love. Little Miss Mayhem, Pickles, how you doing? If I miss you, yell at me, because this should be number 1. Okay. I didn't get shouted out for the seg rap, actually. Thought I was going to. Didn't. Hey, Betty. How are you doing, lovely? Oh, no. Girly Twilly, seriously? Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad now. If you want me to send you some money towards that, please let me know. Just message me. I feel bad now. Good morning, Friday. And I'm serious. I'm serious if you only meant to buy one. 8 a.m. in the piney woods. Nice and easy too. Who put the pepper on the like button? Do you know, all it takes is for me to open the door to get the delivery, because it's Mum's birthday today, so I'd ordered a little delivery of presents. And honestly, I only have to open the door and start sneezing. It's Sponge. Blanket emoji? No. Oh, blanket emoji. Yeah, I can do a blanket emoji. I know I'd do one, but we can work that one out. There you go. Chris is in there. Brought Chris out of hiding. Hey, Petals. Yeah, there's the link. I know we keep pushing this, but just in case anybody hasn't signed that yet, please go over, sign the petition. It's free. All they want is an email address so they can verify that you're a real person. And you know, you don't have to live in Australia. It would really help the Australian side out for psychics claiming to charge him money for claiming to help. What's happened with missing persons? Hang on, I've lost StreamYard. So, and I'm what I'm hoping as well is if it's successful for us, there might be a domino effect, because it's caused problems over here too, or she's caused problems over here. Hey, Mason. Sneaky Mason. His thumbnail for tonight. I'll go through that in a minute. Yeah, there's another one. I don't know where that one's originated. I think it might have originated from the UK. To protect vulnerable people from paranormal investigations in their own homes. I think there are two big. I mean, we talk about fakers all the time, but I think there are two big no-nos when it comes to the paranormal. And one is these ITC channels, and the other one is private investigations in the home. Neither should be done for clicks and views. If people feel they want to go down that route, that's up to them. But it shouldn't be monetized. It shouldn't be done for the clicks and views. It should stay private. And you've got the same. I might do a video on that eventually as well, because I can think of several examples of really vulnerable people asking. I suppose the biggest culprits that spring to mind immediately are Paranormal Nightmare, bringing these people into the house, and all they're doing is looking for a video, you know, and they can often leave people worse than when they arrive, because it's like, oh, there's a demon in the basement, you know, bye. That doesn't help. Mason, thank you. Genuine thank you. Round of coffee for yourself, Parent Sandra. We need a bit. We're gonna need a bit. Oh, bless you, darling. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I could be a lot worse off, but thank you. Yeah, I think it's because I'm looking at it from our perspective. I mean, we've had a shocking time, and because of my COPD, I've had real problems. Actually, that really scorcher of a day we had on Friday, I'm still recovering from that. Because it affects my breathing if it's really muggy and humid. But up until that scorcher, we'd had 2 weeks of it not being quite so bad. And we're now, I mean, yesterday was cool, and we had rain, and today it's cooler. It's kind of, there's clouds in the sky, so we haven't got blaring sunshine. I think we're all right for the rest of the week. We haven't, we did get some respite from it towards the end. Whereas I know a lot of people in the south didn't. I think it's awesome of you, Mason. Yeah, it was. As much as it pains me to say it, there's no better cause than coffee. Damn right. Can you see how he's sucking up to me? And I'll show you why in a minute. If we clean us after ourselves, all good. I ain't leaving spots on the button. Hey, Elsie Cat, darling, how are you? Hope you're okay, sweetie. Just commented on your post. I'll have a look in a minute. It means I've got to go in and out of... Which one, darling? The one on Facebook or the community post? Because I put it in both places. It's good. I want you to... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Yes, it's Mum's birthday today. So I do have a... actually, I think it was one of her sisters sent her a voucher for afternoon tea at the tree house, which is what I was going to get for her. And I was going to go this week, but obviously we're still in the summer holidays. I think what I'll do, because it lasts for quite a long time, I might wait until September, a bit later when the tourists have died down, and I'll get the taxis and take her for a drink afterwards, etc. So I actually just had a few things delivered this morning. Thank you. I haven't seen Womble. Hey, Womble. Peachy. Lovely Peachy. I need to catch up with Peachy. Hang on. Publicly presenting anything to do with a person's private situation is about the same as posting selfies of food. Giving food to the homeless is not helping. It's about public image. 100% Friday. I've already started drafting a video for it. I'll go through that in a minute, but I've already started drafting a video for it. And I'll explain how the lives are working from here on in. But that's my thumbnail for Thursday afternoon's live. I want to generate a discussion with the chat about it. I'll go through it in a minute because I'm going to be doing other things as well. I might actually get Para to help me on a live at some point. I'm not sucking up Abby coffee, I swear. Bless you. No, he's not actually. I should be sucking up to Mason. He's being really good to me and Parrot and son. So I'll go through that in a minute if you haven't seen the thumbnail. Good morning, Parasol. How are you? How else do they get the clicks and views? By coming up with original content and research? Yeah. Content isn't a blanket word. I mean, the video I put out yesterday about Between Paranormal and Seg. I mean, I'll be honest, I wrote it very quickly because I was in the zone. But it took me ages to edit it and put it together. And those are my words, sort of my opinions, etc. Sort of. There's no using anything else. It's like people sort of talk about the debunkers, etc. It's what YouTube called, is it transformative content? You're not just playing a video, you're actually dissecting it, you're analysing it, you're discussing it. That's content. I do see some channels just play stuff and don't really react to it and go, oh yeah, it was good. Naming no names. That's not transformative. That's using somebody else's content for your own content. But this is, like I say, I've already done some of the research. This is another level. I tell you what it is, Para. The word, when on part of what my research, the word parasocial kept coming up, and I know what it means, but I don't have your ability to mix it with psychology, etc. So I'm hoping we can do a live together once the video's out, so we can go into it further. Honey, I went, but no Crocs yet. Oh, it didn't take long. Oh, there are no Crocs for Mason at McDonald's. Are awesome. I was just going to say McDonald's suck, but let's be honest. Just back with food. Happy birthday, Sarah. No problem, Sponge. Thank you. Mason, first it's Crocs, then it's coffee. I think sometime we consider help before this goes as far as prepping donuts. Ooh, breakfast donuts. Me like you the sound of that. Thank you, Pinky. Oh, and thank you so much for the 20 odd Australian dollars. I really appreciate you. There we go.
Thank you so much.
I don't need help. I'm perfectly in control. I'm not addicted to coffee. We are just in a dedicated relationship. Cheers. Let's take that off for a minute. Exactly. No, it's not. It's a nectar. Coffee is my lifeline. Yeah, I mean, I need to move my coffee machine from over there to over here. Rob got me, but yeah, I've got the kettle next to me. I've got the gingerbread syrup for the cappuccinos and lattes that come with the coffee machine, which is awesome. They must cater to an honest crowd, however they need the fools to be fooled, because the fool and their money soon separate. Yeah, I started looking at it, like I say, doing some research into, because one of the other questions that I'll be covering is why people, you go into their comments, I know they delete bad comments, right? But you go into their comments and people are, oh yeah, that's awesome. And you think, what's wrong with you? And I've actually found some good research as to why. Thank you, Power. I really appreciate that, because I know that the psychology side you will do far better than I will. Shame, Mason. Catherine O'Hara. That was a couple of months ago, wasn't it? I loved her. What triggered it was Hayden Panettiere died yesterday. She's only 36. And the thumbnail I've put in the community post on Facebook, I mean, it was within hours. It wasn't even a day. It was within hours. Coffee is the only thing left. Okay, but smoking, drinking. Do you know something? I'm lucky in a way, because I do have a habit of getting heart palpitations, which is why when I'm drinking Coke, it's the caffeine-free stuff. Coffee, unless it's strong Italian coffee, doesn't bother me. Yeah, I wouldn't like to not have my coffee anymore. Hello to TARDIS Karens as well. Yeah, it sucks with the phone, doesn't it? I got your tag on your phone. I've got a switch there. Julie Julie, how are we doing? People just generally dying younger these days. Am I aware of how I'm getting older? I don't know. It feels as though there's been a lot recently that have been much younger. It's like last year with Michelle Trachtenberg, who wasn't 40. There's been a few, you know. That's disgusting. I never thought that. How can these people sleep at night, know what they hurt? They're spreading to the families. It's so sad. The thing is, I think when you sort of, I'm just going to say, right thinking person, it's like, it's beyond belief. I mean, I watch a lot of true crime, and it's just, I think I am attracted to stuff in terms of trying to understand something that I know I'm never going to be able to understand. There are various topics I look at, and it's always looking for explanations, and I've never in all these years found them because they're just unfathomable to me. So I just have to wonder what's in these people's heads, the ITC channels, that it's okay to do. It's like, what the fuck? Dolly's putting out the Anne Widdecombe video on the day of the funeral, doing it at all, but do it on the day of the funeral, and then wondering why she's getting kickback in the UK. Genuinely, why are you angry with me? That's the problem. It's these "why are you angry with me" people. That's sad. Respect should be shown to the dead. That young lady hasn't even. No, they don't. I don't think they even know how it happened yet. Well, certainly at that point, they're still looking into it. It is a lot of young people passing. Yeah, I think that probably is part of it. I mean, if you think about Heath Ledger died, just 2008, I think. That still devastates me, that one. And I mean, yeah, we had the internet then, but it's more like you're going to hear on the news or on the news pages. Whereas, it comes up very quick now on social media, on YouTube, etc. Little Lady Lands, no problem. You lurk away, darling. See, my family, without barring illness, long livers. My grandmother was. Sorry, my great grandmother was 96. My great aunt was in her 90s, and she only died because of a medical error. Look back at all the big stars who've died during my lifetime. They were younger than me when they died. Yeah, Robert Shaw, Richard Burton, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, that is one of the things back. And there are some people that can pass. It's always sad when somebody passes, but that they're a part of your past, and it's like your past disappearing. I felt like that with Eddie Van Halen, for example. Big part of my teenage years. Massive Van Halen fan and Eddie fan, and suddenly, he's gone. And he was only in his 60s, I think. Fakers are con artists, liars, hypocrites, and not good people. Psychologically terrorists, they are feeding to the madness, yeah. Money is a great tool for dulling the voice in your head and tells you what you're doing is wrong. You see, I don't like it. I don't like people faking anything. But, as I say, I've just put a latest video out in terms of, looking at Twin Paranormal and Seg, and there's a level of thinking people are just greedy and nuts to do everyday faking of the paranormal. But when you're starting to get to vulnerable people in the home, doing investigations, and the ITC channels, that's another level of. That's not dulling the voice. That's literally sticking your fingers in your ears and going, no. And I don't even think some people feel you have to. Yeah. I mean, the subjects I look at, whether it's true crime, whether it's sort of I do look at some things to do with World War II and things like cults and stuff like that. And it's just, I think I've decided I'm never going to understand it. Because I think if you're a rational person, you want an explanation where there isn't one. Personally think greed of money takes money over any common sense and empathy. It's so sad, yeah. What is money exactly? It's happening all over mine and my ex's friends group, 2 people in their 20s and 30s. Yeah. It's it is. Where can I buy a money tree? Let me know if you find it. I'm one of those that feels so much better knowing I can't be that kind of horrible person. I might make mistakes. We all never stoop that low. It actually terrifies me, the thought of actually becoming like that. I think that's why we don't understand it. It's like we just could not in a million years imagine ourselves doing it. On a serious note, it comes down to selfishness. All of the 7 deadly sins are a different form of selfishness. All of the problems we have in the world. Yeah. Betty, you fine. You just happy to have you in the chat, darling. I hope you're all right, sweetie. Guess we know. Until one of those ambulance chasing grifters lose someone they love and someone else exploits their grief the same way, they don't stop. I agree with that. It's the old Houdini story, because Houdini used to, as part of his act, would sometimes do fake seances, etc. And he stopped doing it and actually became a debunker when his own mum died, and all of a sudden it came crashing in on him. How would he feel if somebody did that to him? And he did a complete U-turn on it. It's also why he ultimately fell out with Conan Doyle, because Conan Doyle's wife claimed to be a psychic. Houdini agreed to a spirit session for her to talk to his mum, and she got it so completely wrong. That was it. That's hard. There seems like there's a bunch suddenly quite. Yeah. Doctor changed my meds again and my breathing is slowly getting better. New pills and inhalers. Yeah, my docs were pretty good with me on the inhalers, because when I was first given inhalers just over a year ago. Yeah. March of last year, they gave me these powder ones. I was actually talking to Crow about it, and I said, they're not working. I said, I keep coughing with them. They shouldn't have given you powder inhalers. And I actually went to the doctors and said, look, I'm coughing so much with these, nothing can be going in. And they very quickly changed to aerosol, and they're fine. So, I found them pretty good if you say, look, this just doesn't work. My patience is like a gift card, not sure I've just left that and give it a try. That's me. One thing to do is to entertain. We're not debunking movies because we know it's just entertainment, but to present something as real for personal gain, that's a grift. Exactly. It's faking. It's grifting. I mean, I've been, well, on and off. I've been self-employed for a long time, but I've been self-employed since leaving teaching for 14 years now. It's like me. I don't know. It's actually, let's use a modern example. Let's use a contemporary example. It's like me creating something in AI and selling it as a print and saying I did that from scratch. It's actually why I will never sell AI art. I might use it on the channel. I would never sell it. It's not on my merch or anything. I just can't. I just wouldn't do it. And I see people on Etsy and eBay, by the way, all the time that do. Somebody's selling money trees. I want one too. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Wendy. Hope you're okay, darling. I think Dolly might have already blocked the petition from being posted on her channel. Did you try? How do you know this, Elaine? She's reviewing posts before they go on, bitch. I'll be reviewing, actually. I can actually sit being nosy at her channel, and I don't, and refresh and see nothing, and I don't believe she's not getting people hitting the channel. She's probably got an army looking at it. I mean, faster than Haunt Media did. When a lot of us posted in Haunt Medias, and if you mentioned Mason's name, it was gone. But you did see the post, and then you'd refresh. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Hang on. You don't have money trees in the UK? No. No, they're not allowed. Some people definitely just don't have the voice that tells them it's wrong, but I'd bet a lot of people get to that point just little by little and don't notice how far they've gone. Yeah, I think there is. I think you're right, Mason. I think there is an element of that. I think there's an element of thinking it's okay. What harm can it do? And by the time one or two of them may realise that they really shouldn't be doing it, they're too far down the rabbit hole. And you know, they've already got the clicks and views and subs, and just let me have a look at my history. Let's see what I didn't name the channel that did the one that I used the thumbnail for. Posted 17 hours ago, and it's got 14,000 views. So just grow the chat a bit. Hey, Petals. I think I've already said hello to Petals. Okay, pissed off now. I was hoping at least a few might have seen it. We'll keep sharing. We'll keep sharing. Drifter's tree, absolutely, Alexis. The money tree, Ashira aquatica, is a robust and rapidly growing houseplant capable of reaching heights between 6 and 8 feet as it matures. Yes, it does. This is true, actually. Dolly should have stuck with doing virtual discos. Yeah, she's another. I will be talking about her. Because I think her group. I say that's why I want Para's help with the parasocial side, but I think her group goes into does start going into, in my opinion, going into cult territory. So if you hear from Crow, can you give him all our love? He knows. I will, Metal Lady Lambert. He knows. There's no drama with Crow. I have seen in some chats. Oh, what's going on? You know, it's just no. He's taken a time out. He needs some rest. He needs to look after Rue. He didn't like the idea that people were paying for memberships when, you know, he's not going live or putting content out. It's Crow's very honest like that. So that's all it is. He's just turned off his memberships for the time being. He could be back soon. It could take a while. It depends on Rue. So there's no drama. There's no There's no sort of stuff going on behind the scenes or anything like that. It's as simple as that. He's also taken a break from social media, so if you sort of send him a message, it's going to be probably a long time before he responds to stuff. So, but that's what it is. But if I do talk to him, I'll let him know that you're thinking of him. It angers me that Sam and Colby. Really, I haven't caught up. I really do need to catch up on Sam and Colby because I was doing some research on them last year about their moves out of YouTube, like the Farrar School and the Escape Room. What was the other one? The board game. I need to catch up on them. Also, they got into trouble for. I did a video on them getting into trouble from their fans for hiding a video behind a paywall. It says, I did, Alexis. I did, but hello to you. Haunt Media had the quickest deletions in the West. Yeah, they did. They did. I'm still crowing. How far behind am I? Oh, I'm not too bad. 4 minutes. Croc Hunter. Don't encourage him, Julie. Don't encourage him. Dolly is a very embodiment and prime example of what selfishness can branch out into. There's 60 character traits and she has almost all of the bad ones. Yeah, they do. They do. Absolutely. I miss Crow. Yeah, he's Crow's always a miss. We need him in the community, but he needs a timeout. And little Roo needs looking after. Hope we'll be okay. My fur baby was sick recently, so stressful. Can't imagine what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, life comes first, and sometimes the worst people to take that advice is ourselves as content creators, because it's very easy to get into the, I can't disappear, I've got to do the live, got to stick to the schedule. I'm really pleased he made the decision just to have a proper break. Braver than me going near those idiots. They are idiots. There's a new baby at my door. He's eating the baby kitties. Kibbles like mad today. Oh, bless. Bless. I'd love a couple of cats. Can't do it at the minute, but eventually. I think they need. I said in my post, I am not somebody who I would wish anybody's channel to be taken down for the most part. And the debunkers will say it's not about getting rid of the fake channels. It's about getting them to see there are other ways and changing the way they're doing things. I wouldn't wish channel taken down or demonetization or anything like that on my worst enemy, but I draw the line there. It's like these channels shouldn't be on the platform, in my opinion. Unfortunately, they're probably taking too much money. I think a lot of people that followed people like Dolly are just ignorant. They've given it a lot of thought how hurtful it can be. I think that I'll do this more on Thursday, but I think it is a case of there has to be a breaking point for some people. Now, the Anne Willicombe thing, I saw one or two nasty comments on Facebook because of her politics. This isn't about politics. This is about a woman in her late 70s in her own home getting very brutally killed. Politics doesn't come into it, right? But I have seen, and I'm hoping she doesn't do it, but at the same time, I think she's in for a shock if she does. It's interesting that she hasn't so far, not that I've seen, unless it's behind a paywall. because there are people in her community section that are asking her to do James Bulger spirit box. Yeah, good luck on that one, Dolly. I think it's a bit like if it affects you personally, a personal family member. I also think that there's certain. That's what I'm hoping that just fucks up like that. Crow and Ruru. Hey Raven. Yeah, exactly. Nobody's going anywhere. People will wait. Fake evidence to create exciting entertainment, get higher viewing ratings and make money. Yeah. It's tale as old as time. Literally, I started doing a bit of research into it actually, and it goes back thousands of years, not just hundreds, by the way. Yeah, that is one of the big problems is a lot of them, they've got the money to threaten lawsuits. Well, good for you, Womble. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to think if I've ever cancelled. It was just the day I was in hospital. When I was taken into hospital. I should occasionally, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I saw a bunch of fins at twins. It was worrying. You clicking links. Go see that. Yeah, I agree. And I also think sometimes people get so far down the rabbit hole, they think, well, I've done it now. Mike O. Is Wesley in? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Hey. Bluebeard in the house. Tickle the like button, the fairies and the unicorn may appear. No promises. Letting people follow and support people like Dolly is like watching a person hammer in their own foot. Do you step in to prevent self-harm, or do you allow them to do as they wish? It's a difficult one, isn't it? Thing is, I mean, I don't think they should be on the platform. That's my personal opinion. But even if they'd find another platform. Wouldn't stop. I hate people who use, abuse, and hurt other people's mental health. That's what fakers do. Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to include grief in that. I mean, we've got Anne in the chat. Who anybody who's coming in and doesn't realise, Ghostly Annie is the Anne who Seg interviewed in relation to having Dolly do a spirit box on the case of missing relatives. And grief is involved in that. Grief is anybody, especially anybody who's going through some major grief, it's playing on people's grief as well. And unfortunately, grief is what will often get people to send people to psychics, etc., to find answers. I mean, it's why a lot of people are looking for answers. Well, I'm nearly at the bottom of the chat. Mentality of people that defend fakers is astonishing. It's I'm trying to think how to put it. It's extreme fandom. It's people who are fans, are blind followers, and you get that in fandom. You know, that's where you get some very toxic fan communities. I know Star Wars has one, for example. People can get very nasty protecting their it becomes obsessive. That's the word I'm looking for. It becomes obsessive. I don't know if they have yet. I don't know what's happening with sex videos. I haven't looked today. If someone tried to... Yes, I would, Julie, I would. No one deserves to be used and abused by pseudo psychic grifters and ITC grifters. No, don't. So on this discussion, I want to go through what's coming up in the next week for me, and not just for me, actually. Tonight at 1 p.m. UK, 1 a.m. UK, sorry. So 8 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Oz East. I saw this. Mason sent me this thumbnail, but it took me a while to notice that he made my bloody halo out of Crocs. So I've told him game on. So he's asked for us to go on his live tonight to discuss the Paranormal Experiences Project. So Para, Sandra and myself will have a bucket load of coffee each. Could be 1 a.m. in the morning for us. So that is tonight with Mason. Wednesday, I think I'm right in this. Me and Para will be on with Sandra on Crystal Paranormal. Sandra's normal time. So you got the three of us again. Don't know if we've got a topic yet, but I should really, shouldn't I? This is the topic for my third. Right, okay. I mentioned the other day that I was going to move the art streams over to the art channel, and I am going to. Hopefully there'll be one popping up this week. What I will do is I'll put on Facebook and as a community post the fact that I'm doing it over there. I'm actually following Mason's advice and just keeping this purely paranormal. I'm still keeping the Thursday and Sunday live streams because I know what will happen if I don't. But I'm going to have them themed. So the one this Thursday, I'll be going further into the ITC channels. And I'm also, like I said, putting a video together probably over the weekend. I might try and do another Monday premiere. Oh, actually, it might be Thursdays because anyway, I'm going to have a look at these ITC channels myself and look at it from my perspective. So that's what I know we're talking about it today. But that's what the plan is for Thursday, is to have a themed live. Thursday 9 p.m. UK time should be fine for the podcast premiere with Real Evidence. Podcast from the Shed. I'll probably put the notification up tomorrow. I'll probably edit it and notify it tomorrow, so that'll be all there ready. Saturday shout outs, normal time, 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. And I've just on my Sunday discussions, I think sometimes, unless something else comes up, I'm calling them publishing discussions. And what I mean by that, we'll be discussing ideas for the yearbook for the paranormal experiences, and I'd like to get going with this cookbook as well. So any publishing ideas, I mean literal publishing, whether it's online readers or whether it's hard copy, we'll have that on a Sunday. I will try and do an art live this week. But obviously you can see it's really busy. So if I do, it'll probably be towards or at the weekend. But it'll be on the art channel. So right, there we go. Grief is why people turn to these people and they are given fake hope that plays in their mental health too. It's preying on people when they're absolutely. And it may be that some people feel, well, if you can, if they believe it, they see it as proof of an afterlife, and then that's when it snowballs and people want to talk to their own. Did I say tonight? Yes. Oh, what? For that's supposed to say 1 a.m. UK, by the way. Mason's live is, hang on. If you in the UK, it's 1 a.m. So it's 1 a.m. Wednesday morning. So it's if you are in the East Coast US, it's 8 o'clock tonight. If you're in Oz East, it is 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yeah, so that one is in 10 hours time. Sorry, bloody time zones confuse me. So that on my feed, I'll have to rewatch after. Yeah, I mean, it's late if you're UK, we realise that. But what I actually said to Mason when he'd initially asked, because he said, do you want a different time? And also, I'll be honest, this is me. I said, I'd rather it went into your regular live time than his caption, because obviously we need to get it out to as many people as possible. Croc Angel. No! Mason's horrid. Look at him. Look at the bloody halo of Crocs. Not funny, Raven. Not funny. Mind you. He oh. Let me get rid of this abomination. He why is Joe a pigeon? It does look like Joe, doesn't it? Don't say awesome, Mason. Don't encourage him. I mean, he's very brave doing that when I'm actually going to be on the live with him. I look so sad. I want to file a complaint. Me too. Love the halo, Sarah. No. Took that from your last 3 vids. Sarah, taking my advice is the wildest thing I've heard since the start of my channel. Yeah, true. Don't listen to Mason. I found out yesterday. Yeah, she was. She was. My auntie who lives in Llanelli actually met her. I don't know which. I think it was South Wales, so she's probably near for there. I think she's pretty much stayed in Wales as well for the most part. Carefully, you might get the plank. Oh, I've got better ideas for Mason. Been taking geography lessons from Beardo. Richard Burton was born 20 minutes away from me, and Kylie mum lives 10 minutes away. When is the art live? I might do it Friday. As you can see, because obviously I'm live with Mason tomorrow. I'm live with Sandra on tomorrow night. I've got both a live and a premiere on Thursday, so I'm thinking it might be Friday. As soon as I know when it's going to be, I'll let you know. Can somebody put my art channel link in the chat so people know where you'll get the notifications if you want the art live. I will put it as a community post, but Paracon and Mum was asking about reaching out to a past loved one. I talked with him later. Yeah, one by one. It's 1 a.m. UK. I might have messed up Oz. Mason doesn't believe in different time zones. You think this should all be on his? I'm actually kind of agreeing with him. We need I also agree with that. I think at some point Mason does need to do a UK friendly line. He has mentioned it before. 10 a.m. East Coast Australia. So. Oh, Mike! No! No, hey Leanne. I didn't put any music on now. The croc is a staple. No! Crocs are evil. It's in Bristol's chat last night. Yeah, mayhem is a good way to... I was there, by the way. You don't always see me in Bristol's chat if I'm... especially if I'm tired, because I've been editing all day to get the video out. But I was there. Mayhem is the best word for it. Put Bristol's link in the chat as well, by the way. And Paras. Sarah's a crock and roll angel with that head. Oh, get that started. Drop bear, it's getting close. There's my art channel. No self-promoting. Hang on. While we're self-promoting, if you haven't seen it yet, I think most people in here will have. That's my latest video. Came out last night. See Seg doing a little rap dance at the end. I want one time zone for all. It doesn't have to be mine, but there can only be one. Yeah. It'd be so much easier, wouldn't it? Oh, thank you, Alexis. Crocs Angel. Okay, you can have one of these.
You rock! Cheers to you. Woohoo! Let's dance! You are amazing! Keep rocking!
That's for the super chat, and this is for Crocs Angel.
Do I have to?
I walk the plank! Ah! What a day! Oh! Oh! No! Look, look, look!
Gloop, gloop, gloop. That's thank you, Elaine. That's the link with for Mason's live. I've sent Elaine the email address for the project, by the way, so people know how they. Oh, I said I'd go through the. Of course, I haven't. I will check the progress before we go. Earth is flat. The sun is just so small that it can't be everywhere at once. I know. Exactly what it is. Alexis is awesome. There's Bristol's link. I can do them. I can do the key ones in my head now, but I do get confused when times start to change because they don't all change at the same time. Got a couple of months for that though. There's Para's channel. The idea of a single time has been proposed before. Everyone uses UTC. It's 3 a.m. in the US. It's 3 a.m. in Japan as well. I was lurking in there, I know. Thank you, Mason. I appreciate that. Thank you, Annie. Late comment. Flat Earther alert. Oh, it's on a mission now. Friday, how do we make this a reality? You croc woo, you're amazing. Did not say that. Mason, the Conor McLeod of YouTube, there can be only one. Alexis, thank you so much for the buy me a coffee. You still rock. I'll forgive you for the croc comment for the I've lost StreamYard. First heard about it from Nick Lucid Sciences. I didn't know they'd thought about it. So repeat everything from the last 3 minutes. I had to get dressed. No, I can't even remember what I said a minute ago. Kind of like the rock croc. Don't go with the croc angel. Wear the plank out. Yes, I will. I'll actually, do you know what? I'll do it now. Actually, Elaine, in case I forget to do it, because I'd have to find it, can you forward that to Mason, please? If we're all the same time, then it's 3 minutes past midnight Wednesday morning for you all. I'm back. TARDIS, the flat earth, is supported by crocs floating in a sea. Oh. Ugh. Yuck. It's just turned Barney the dinosaur has 2.5 million subs, making him the oldest real living dinosaur to survive extinction. Yay for Barney. Hey, Puerto Rican. Flat Earther tried to hit on me. I tried to listen and laughed. Stop it. I'm leaving that one up. How many boats do you He's working it out now? It didn't make your world go around then, Julie. Thanks, Elaine. I do appreciate you. Thank you. I hate it when I feel like I'm barking orders, but it'll get remembered if you do it. The Earth isn't flat. We've been over this. It's Velociraptor shaped. I'm a big supporter of Velociraptor Earth theory. Why Velociraptor? Can't it be a T-Rex? T-Rexes are my favourite. I want a T-Rex shaped Earth. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It really wasn't. So I want a Velociraptor. I like blue though in the newer Jurassic Park movies. I like blue. No, it's a giant cat. The T-Rex can't reach it. No, I like T-Rexes. I've always liked T-Rexes. Nothing wrong with a T-Rex. Just let me have a drink. Get rid of that. I'll quickly put it up before the end. Actually, I'll put all those in a community post. Let's get back on camera. It's Velociraptor. I can't even say Velociraptor. It's Velociraptor shaped because that's the shape it is. We don't get to choose. No, listen to Mason flexing. I'm surprised you didn't say it's croc shaped. Missed that opportunity. The Earth is a plate, Mason. There are 2 elephants carrying it. It's a dome, though. Actually, whenever people say flat Earth, this is what I think of. Just get a picture of it. A decent picture of it. Not the TV version. I didn't like the TV version. I'd rather find the original. Hang on, I'm trying to find the original artwork because it's much better than the TV stuff. Bloody TV getting in my way. There we go. That's one. I to this day, I think of Pratchett. Oh no, is it not saved? Give me a second, I need a screen grab. Stupid web files. There it is. That's the Pratchett Discworld. Giant turtle, 4 elephants, and the world on top of the elephants. That's what flat Earth should look like. No velociraptors in sight. He was cute really, but didn't think we went to the moon, of course. I don't get me started on that. Of course we did. Nothing wrong with a T-Rex, but I am a Coffeosaurus. Yeah, me too. You have the theme tune for Jurassic Park. Oh, flat or velociraptor shape, does that mean we can push some off the edge? Get me a list, yeah. Well, if it's flat, we can push them off the edge. If it's a velociraptor shape, we can get the velociraptor to eat them. What was the most angry dinosaur? Tyrannosaurus. I wish it was croc shaped. Oh, bless. The velociraptor is 3D, at least it wouldn't fall off. There are photos of Velociraptor Earth for those who are curious. Are you telling the truth, Mason? Can't spell Velociraptor. Mason's lying to me. He's lying to me. Oh, they're not coming up if he's not. I know it's at the head of the list, absolutely. Mason, I totally misread Crocshack. You would. What do you call it? Dinosaur with one eye. Do you think he saw us? Get your mind out the gutter sponge. Good luck with that, Mason. I knew it'd be Terry Pratchett, yeah. I'm reading Terry Pratchett since Colour of Magic came out. Pretty much. Mason sounds like a topic for when you host Sarah. But this shaped like a cheesecake. What's that? Okay. It's not my mind. I need new specs. The Earth is like a earbud on my left ear keeps falling out. It's like a giant tilt-a-whirl of the Grand Carnival of the universe of flat earthers. I just wish most wouldn't puke on the ride. Is that your proof, Mason? Seriously? I'll show you the proof Mason's just sent me. Hang on. There you go. The idea being that this is one of the Velociraptor's teeth. There it is, look. Proof. It's better proof than I've seen any of the flat earthers come up with, I'll tell you. If you want to see somebody destroying flat earthers, by the way, a lot of the UK peeps will know him, but just in case anybody doesn't, Creaky Blinders, he just demolishes them. Does Raven sing for us? There you go. Sing a Jurassic Park theme? Yeah, there you go. Mason is pulling out legs for sure. Really? Debate whether they'd evolved with wings. Raven's keeping the Jurassic Park theme tune in everybody's heads. Velociraptor, easy peasy. Bravo, Raven. Have to jump out. Need coffee, breakfast, and shower. But you ever got? Thank you for being here, Friday. I do appreciate you. I have every single Pratchett book, even the Long Earth ones. Sarah Plank, Raven, please. No, I like the Jurassic. I love the Jurassic Park theme. Actually, wasn't that John Williams? I mean, I don't think there's really been a composer like John Williams. Just for the sheer feel of movies. Been some good ones, but yes, proof. There you go. He's a debunker, guys. You can't argue with him. The internet doesn't lie. Well, you've convinced me. The critics are silent. My God, that makes so much sense. You got this lot convinced. I thought a pigeon was wearing Crocs. How cute a Velociraptor in them would be. It was hilarious. I can arrange that. I have done the. Hang on. Some of you will have seen it. I'm trying to find it. It might buffer. Oh no, it might buffer a bit because it's. Here we go. Yep, redoing Toxic Roxette, and that's one of the clips. Wait, what country is that in the arse area? Tried to think. Mount Velociraptor equates to Dino Earth. Imagine flying Velociraptors in the movies. The meme with the asteroid hitting flat Earth when the dinosaurs went extinct. I haven't seen that. I think I live on the thigh. Okay. I don't think I saw the last one actually. Hang on, Raven. I'll just save that. This is from Chris. I'm assuming that's Chris Yule. Assuming Mason's still in the chat. There you go. Mason Dundee. There's a little of him in all of us. Look at the Crocs. How sad. How sad. Hang on. Breaking news, pigeon walks around the Conjuring house. Yep. I'm naming that pigeon Jason. Did Pigeon Cam catch that? It did. True story. I need to get... No, like, and don't get Crocs for your cats. Your cats are lovely. They don't deserve that. Pigeon seen doing incantations at the Conjuring house. Hang on. Do you have a postbox where I can send you something? I saw an awesome coffee cup with coffee. I thought of you straight away. I don't have a PO box, but Annie, I do trust you. So if you want to message me, I'm happy to send you my address. You have the SEG seal of approval, so I'd appreciate that. That'd be awesome. I'm not that ripped, but that's awesome. That's not a croc. This is a croc. Like that. Mason, that is your new look. I think the pigeon looks like a Cuthbert. I think the Mason's got his Halloween costume sorted. Yeah. No problem, darling. Crikey. Oh. Crocs, aren't there? The Velocicoaster is the funniest roller coaster I've been on. The Velocicoaster. Oh, funniest. I thought you said funniest. I don't do roller coasters very often. They scare me. Mason, you've got to find a bunch of mini crops and put them on your cowboy hat. I think you should put them where they're dangling, like the corks that have Crocs on. Actually, Mason, if you had enough McDonald's, you could use the little key rings that they're selling at the minute. Make that necklace. Why am I encouraging this? What's wrong with me? Right, I'll swim at the bottom. I'm going to have a quick intermission so I can put the kettle on. I'll put the kettle on. And then actually, as we've got Mason in the chat, let's return to this one.
You are bad and make mistakes when you are mean and call us fakes. The answer is very plain. We are here to entertain. We will show you how it's done. If if you drop a money ton. Ghost hunting is expensive. Our whining is extensive. Our doxing t-shirts gleam, but we don't know what it means. Like and sub and clicky, 'cause words are very tricky. Casey gave us work for years, but it's all now fakers' tears. We went and ran with all the scams and stole ideas and plans. But ignore all that, we're honest men, ghost hunters born again. We're here for views, we're here for pay. Stupid debunkers, go away. You are bad and make mistakes when you are mean and call us fakes. The answer's very plain. We are here to entertain. Our doxing t-shirts gleam, but we don't know what it means. Like and sub and clicky, 'cause words are very tricky. You're not handsome enough to make it. You don't know how to fake it. Stop thinking y'all are funny. We only care about money. Our doxing t-shirts gleam, but we don't know what it means. Like and sub and clicky, 'cause words are very tricky.
By the way, guys, if you think how incredible that particular video was from Haunt Media, you should check the latest one out. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't believe they went there. Breaking news: pigeon last seen pooping on top of Mike's car. Mike's pressing charges for attack. Yeah, order 15 Happy Meals. That would be cool. I eat McDonald's like 4 times a week. So, oh God. Shut up, Sam. Should be enough, yeah. Can't do roller coasters. Watch too much Final Destination. I know. That's one of the ones I like the least, actually. To me, apart from the first one, because but then I have a fear of flying. The one that really gets me is I think it's the second one. It's got AJ in it from Criminal Minds. It's the one where it's the road accident. That one's terrifying, and I'm sure we all pass logging trucks now and think immediately back to that. Orlando, Florida Universal Studios, so fun. Shoots you like a rocket at the very start with 70-mile-an-hour launch. God, it's so fun. That sounds like hell. It sounds like hell. Prepared to be 20 grams heavier, Mason. Those Crocs at Marcus are cute. Mason will save us in the post-apocalypse in the Thunderdome 4 crack center. One man leaves. Hey Sheila, how are you doing, darling? Hope you're good. Yeah, I did that at the time, but I needed a quick song for intermission. Ironic that I used the term born again debunkers, isn't it? Obviously, that was before the latest video came out. Fun fact, Mason was of inspiration for Mel Gibson's hair and original choice for Lethal Weapon. Actually, the first one I ever went on, I didn't even think about it. Just me being me at that age. Oh yeah, I'll go on that. I think I was in my teens. Was the Big Dipper at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which isn't a long roller coaster, and by today's standards, but it was like, oh, I never went on another, not another one like that. I wish I hadn't watched that newest Final Destination. It was a good ending, but no. Yeah, Final Destination logging trucks, trauma for life. It instantly comes back to that if you pass a logging truck on the road. What's fun for me was the lawnmower. Now I can't be near anyone who's cutting grass. Crocker coaster. Joe Vitale, Mason. This is a while ago, but he build roller coaster theme park games, and he did one as a live once, and he was actually putting in videos and sound bites from debunkers. It would be interesting if he returned to that. He could maybe sort that out. Dutch clogs were OG Crocs. Changed my mind. I'd rather wear clogs. Mason would make a great young Mel Gibson in a prequel Lethal Weapon. Would he though? Got to the point where I say if they hit me, they hit me. Yeah. No problem, Betty. Thank you for being here, sweetness. Hope you have a great time. I've seen 13 Ghosts for ages. Exactly. Enjoy company and stay awesome, Betty. 100%. There was a movie called Roller Coaster which put me off. Haven't seen Final Destination. It's worth, but if you're gonna watch a Final Destination, watch the first one. Watch the original. It is a good movie. I do like the Final Destination movies, but I think the first two in particular probably the best ones. I think there's about 6. I think they did 5, and I think the latest one was an extra. I think. Oh, I was right. Someone like me. Binge watch, yep. Destination movies will change your mind about travel and being behind logging trucks. Hell yeah. I tell you, actually, because we don't get, I mean, actually, we do round here, we get the logging trucks. So, but they're a little less common in the UK. But what I have never liked the car transporters. I've always been nervous of those driving. I will actually try and overtake a car transporter. I don't want to be behind the bloody thing. I'll never go on a water slide again in my life. I came off the slide, cut my leg up and almost went over this. Oh my god, I actually like water slides. Nail gun. Yeah. 13 Ghosts is a great movie. I haven't seen it for a while though. I'll have to put it on a rewatch list. After working in, I hate nail guns. What's that? What's ED? Oh, is that an emergency department? Oh god. Yeah. Who loves to baby? I do. Thanks for reaching everyone in chat. Oh. Ghost Ship, which has a young Carl Urban in it. Ghost Ship. The beginning to that is incredible, and it's also got a very scary scene in with the little girl ghost. I always find that scene creepy. That's worth watching. Kieran O'Keefe, did he? I hate them. I've always hated them. My final destination will be slipping out the tubs, hitting head on sink as I fall face down or ass up, drowned in the toilet somehow. Actually, this was, I don't know, I think Dad was still around, so it must have been more than 6 years ago. I was dyeing my hair in the shower. Our shower is over the bath. So I'm at the tap end in the shower and dyeing my hair, and obviously if you dye your own hair, you know that takes time because you've got to sort of, get it all water running clear and all that crap. And I got out of the bath, and when I got out of the bath, I noticed at the other end of the bath was this huge gargantuan black spider. And no problem, hon. I'll message you later. And I always say that, but I do want to try and message you. And all I could think of, and I still think of it a little bit, is if I'd have seen that while I was in the shower, because we've got quite a slippy bath, I thought that could have been a really nasty accident, because I'd have gone into full blown panic. This was not a little one; it was huge. 13 Ghosts prequel. I need to rewatch 13 Ghosts. It's a while since I've seen it. I'm fuzzy. My poor child in the empty house when they find me the scar ring. I love horror films, but I've never seen one that actually scared me, made me jump, yes, but not scared me. I don't know. I can't necessarily think of one that scared me all the way through. But I am somebody who, Blair Witch terrifies me for several reasons. It's not that I think it's the greatest film, it's just that one really gets to me. And there's also one called The Changeling that really gets to me. But for me, it doesn't tend to be whole movies, it just tends to be certain scenes. Hey, son. Time to call this. Titanic, anyone? Problem with Titanic movie, which I have seen, it was alright, but you kind of start watching it thinking, well, I know how this ends. Spoiler alert. I tend to be very fatalist in terms of, I think there are certain things that are meant to happen. I actually think we're born almost with a expiry date. Which I think is it's really what Final Destination is about, isn't it? It's when your time's up, and if for some reason you miss it, it catches up with you. Titanic makes me cry. See, I don't like DiCaprio. I really can't stand Leonardo DiCaprio. I think I've seen 3 films with him in because I just can't bear to watch him. He is one of the few actors, probably even the only actor, if his name's on there, I won't watch it. I've seen him in Gilbert Grape. He was fantastic in that. I was only a kid when he did that. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I watched because it's Tarantino, but I actually didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I thought it was a miss for Tarantino, and he'd already done that sort of ending. And Titanic, I didn't mind him so much in Titanic. He kind of suited the. Didn't really care for a lot of the choices in Titanic. That's my fear of falling in the shower and having to call an ambulance naked, but it's the good-looking fireman. Okay, yeah. You thought about this a lot, Sutter Rican. Yeah, exactly. If you fall in, I never lock my bathroom door, but yeah. I saw Titanic in IMAX, which was pretty cool. Not the movie, but I saw the in IMAX. I saw the I think it was James Cameron did it. They did it, and it was. I tell you who was in it. It was Bill Paxton, and they went in the submersible down to look at the wreckage. I saw that in IMAX. And if you haven't seen that, so the documentary sort of does the whole thing, sort of. Bill Paxton and I think James Cameron must have been in the submersible, going down to look at the wreckage, and then coming back up again. And when they came back up, they were given the news about the Twin Towers because it was 9/11. Look at Sandra with all the hellos. When my girls were young, their mum used to play darts in a darts team. When she went to a match, I used to turn the lights out and watch horror films with the girls. They loved it. Titanic's all about the journey, not the iceberg. Oh, wait. Actually, the local hotel here is called the White Swan, and it's called the White Swan because of the company that built the Titanic and the Olympic, and which was the sister ship. And there are big sections of the Olympic as part of the construction of the hotel. I think the staircase, the big dining room has elements from the Olympic in, and they hold a Titanic event every year. Titanic, you want ice with that? I don't like Tom Cruise as a person. I don't like what he's involved with. But he won't stop me watching a movie. There's quite a few Tom Cruise movies I like. If you're lurking, sweetie, Days of Thunder is not one of them. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it. I've had no interest in seeing it. But I love both Top Guns, and I won't not watch a film. I love the Mission Impossibles. I won't not watch a film because of Cruise. That's what I mean. It's rare for me to be like that with somebody, but it's just something about DiCaprio that doesn't sit right with me. Gilbert Grape's a great movie. It tends to get forgotten, actually. It's Johnny Depp. Juliette Lewis is in it. I love Juliette Lewis. It's a shame she's not around so much anymore. I loved her as an actress. And Gilbert Grape and Leonardo DiCaprio. Johnny Depp plays the main character, and I think it's 80s or early 90s. I mean, Johnny Depp's still very young at this point. It's well worth seeing if you haven't seen it. And the other Johnny Depp movie that's worth seeing if you haven't seen it and tends to get forgotten is Benny and June. I love Benny and June. That's Mary Stuart Masterson, who I have also loved as an actress. She's good at. I don't seem to see her around anymore. And Aidan Quinn. What time to call this? It's better than 1 a.m. What's a lettuce? I know you wouldn't think a lettuce would take a big ship like that down, would you? Sandra tell the boys last night nearly killed me. It was so funny. Have you seen the clip of two ladies who locked themselves out climbing through the front window? Oh no! Slippery falls are dangerous. Crowfield fills the Tom Cruise slot. Oh, God. When he does come back, and if he does want to do a watch movie, just discourage him from it being Days of Thunder. Just, you know. I don't like Ben Stiller very much, actually. It won't completely stop me, but that I won't watch it because of him. He's one of those actors that it really has to have somebody else or other people there to water his character down. I did like Dodgeball. I love Dodgeball, but that's despite him. I do like Vince Vaughn. I don't get the Ben Stiller thing, to be honest. I was watching Bigfoot sightings last night, and this guy was telling his experience of a Bigfoot jumping out a car in front of him at night, and they did an AI recreation. I first and fell off the couch. I forgot AI. I'm still waiting for Sarah to draw me like Rose in Titanic in my sexy chupacabra form. Oh, one day I can trip over her own faceplant. Yes, I can. I can fall upstairs, fall downstairs as well. I know. That was a. He died younger than he should have done. You know. Bill Paxton was awesome. Just draw me as a melted Lego figure, Sarah, about the same look. Twister, the original. I started to watch the new one the other night and couldn't really get into it. Does it get any better, guys? Is it worth watching? Staircases were amazing. Yeah, it's yeah. The hotel's called the White Swan. They now say it wasn't the iceberg, it was faulty engineering. I'm sure the iceberg helped. Sponge! Vito dislikes Tom Cruise quite a bit. I don't like him. Oh, Elaine. No, I haven't either. Don't plan to. Tom Thumb Cruise. I was in my 20s. Hubby shoved me in our bathroom window because we had locked ourselves out. The window was tiny, knees around ears, stuck laughing, hoping no police drive past. Oh my God. Tom is 6'4". Fake news. Hey, Foxwood Fairy. I got through the mill blessing back now though. Yeah, I can't decide about the new one. I'll probably watch it. I'll tell you the other one that gets forgotten about, which is really good, is Secret Window. Really good twist at the end. Juliet, yeah, she's been in a band for a while now, I think. I just used to love her as an actress. She as well as Gilbert Grant, she did Cape Fear and Natural Born Killers. Three I can immediately spring to mind. I couldn't watch The Tourist, but A Secret Window I really like. Bye, Pinky. Crow does what to Cruise? Oh, I just love Tom Cruise. Is it with a hot dog? I don't know if he's done that. I don't know if he's AI'd that one. I'm surprised he hasn't. Oh, it's Alexis. There's a way of doing it. It's not on YouTube. It won't be on YouTube. If he does do it eventually, it won't be on YouTube. There is a way of doing it that he's looking into. I stopped to get food at Little Cafe's gas station last week. I ordered them, went into the gas station, forgot the incline. I almost tripped, fell flat on my face, but I got a standing ovation for Trip. It's Ben still shaking. Don't know if I've seen that. I know which movie you mean. I don't think I've seen Night at the Museum. Actually, yes. I did like Light at the Museum. I think I've only seen the first one. Wasn't there a sequel? But I did like Night at the Museum. But he's toned down in that one. You know? And you've got the great Robin Williams in it. No, Night at the Museum was a good movie. I'd watch that again. It's when he's all manic. I'm a little bit like that with name Elf. What's he called? Anchorman. Somebody give me a name. Oh, Ferrell. Will Ferrell. I do like Will Ferrell, but I kind of need him to have an ensemble cast around him as well, to tone him down. Halifax. Yep. I broke a toe tripping over a balloon. That's spectacular, Deb. That's spectacular. Depp and Mortensen are my dream guys. I'll fight you over Johnny Elaine. You can both have Johnny, but I'll have Jack Sparrow. Hey, Lisa. How you doing? Been lurking on taxi duty? No problem. Johnny Depp is fine. I'm not allowed to talk about it yet. Oh, I don't know why this earbud keeps popping out. Jim Carrey's another one. I can't be doing with the full on Jim Carrey, but I do like Jim Carrey. So Ace Ventura, no. I like Dumb and Dumber, but he had Jeff Daniels too, and I love The Truman Show. I do like Jim Carrey though. I do like the guy. This Miracle Charm didn't break his foot. Oh, that was the worst acting he's ever done. I don't know. I can't say anything about Adam Sandler. I mean, when he's interviewed and stuff, he all seems all right, and I've seen him on guest spots. Don't think I've ever seen an Adam Sandler movie. Oh, I have. Because my middle nephew, I think we let him do it for a couple of years, and then we banned him from doing it. For his birthday, he used to choose to go to see a movie, and both of his choices sucked. One was Abrams. Can't remember the name of the movie. But the second one was Pixels, and Sandler's in that. Terrible film. I didn't know Johnny Depp's not Scientology, is he? Jim Carrey is... I agree with that. That's just... The extreme stuff's not my taste, but I do like Jim Carrey. And if you see him being interviewed, he can really make sense about stuff. He did a great video in response to the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap at the Oscars. Cool guy. Harry and Lloyd. I'm trying to think of the name of that film. Hang on. It's irritating me. I'm gonna have to have a look. Movies. Hang on. I think it's J.J. Abrams, so that at least I can narrow it down. Super 8. Super 8. That was the movie. Big disappointment. Oh, I like Jeff Goldblum. Can't go wrong with Jeff Goldblum. Drew Barrymore. I didn't know that. I don't know that one. Yeah, it's Tom Cruise at Scientology. What's it mean when the lounge light keeps flashing? It does that sometimes. It could mean the bulb's going. Or a faulty connection. Or if you've got 1 million subscribers for faking your content, it means you've got a poltergeist. Yes. He's a smart guy. He's a very smart guy. John Ritter, R.I.P. Near the bottom of the chat. How long have we been going? 2 hours. I'll have to have a power nap tonight. So somebody's live at 1 a.m. I don't know 51st dates. Or a ghost. Sheila. And the light is lulled. It could be that it's not just tight into the slot, because that can do it. Need to be up early tomorrow. Me too. 1 a.m. Right. Just as a reminder, if you're later coming in, tonight at 1 a.m. that should be UK, 8 p.m. East US, and 10 a.m. Oz East. Where is it? Me, Sun and Para are going to be on Mason's live. Have to be team rewatch if obviously in the UK that's very late in the UK. Yeah, Mason really likes the idea of the project, so he'd asked us to go on and talk about it. So that's tonight. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. UK, Para and I are on with Sandra. Sandra's live on Bristol Paranormal. Thursday at 2, I want to talk more about the ITC channels, and I am going to be doing a video on them. And I'm also going to talk with Para about us doing a live together, talking about the psychology of the parasocial, especially in terms of channels that are this bad, and why people watch them. 9 p.m. on Thursday, UK. Where is he? Podcast from the Shed with Mike from Real Evidence. So that'll be a premiere. I'll put the premiere out tomorrow as a notification for the premiere. Might try and do an art live on Friday from the art channel, from my Uncanny Academy channel. Saturday will be a regular shout out Saturday. And Sunday, we're going to be talking about some of the publishing projects, and we can share ideas, etc. So I'm keeping the 2 p.m. Thursdays and Sunday lives, but they're not art streams anymore. Art streams going just onto the art channel. So Sundays we'll probably also be discussing things like yearbook, etc. Thursdays I will do a live that's themed, and that will be this Thursdays. So good luck, Sheila. Let us know how it gets on, sweetie. Just check I haven't missed any. Mason's live will be 3 a.m. for me. Out, just shout at it. Or team rewatch. Ghostly Annie's solved it. You got a portal, TARDIS. Portal. There's the live with us tonight on Mason's channel. And after that, Croc Halo. He's very brave having me on. Hayden lived here in Greenville, South Carolina, not more than 20 minutes from me, and I didn't know it. Heard all the rescue squads on trip, not knowing it was for her. I sometimes get a rush past my ear when I'm walking through the house. Greenville is a wonderful city. Go cause chaos, everyone. Maybe I just turn the clocks. Yeah, just ignore the time. Time zones is stupid. Can I boot out the content creator? I've tried it. It doesn't work. But if you're a manager mod, you can do it if they're in chat. Because I nearly timed Crow out once on a premiere. So, keep that in mind, Elaine. Croc Angel. No. It used to be too crowded, now I'm very upscale, but the falls are lovely. Oh, sounds awesome. I'd love to get out and about again. So if I don't see you before, I'll see you in Mason's live tonight, or San's live tomorrow, or in my live or premiere on Thursday. So thank you, everybody. I've enjoyed this today. I'll trick him into the chat. Thank you so much. Just let me do a last check. Thank you, Bristol, for the coffee. I don't know if it's Sean or Sandra that sent that, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you for the 20 jewels, Holly. You're awesome. No, they're still going. You can stop them, but they've not been removed from everybody. Right, guys, I will catch you later. End of live. Toodle.
When toxic rocks it with love and care, hearts and hot dogs everywhere. Nothing but a search for truth. Expose the fake and show the proof.